It's a tiny little oasis in the desert near the Libyan border.
And how are you? I hope you will enjoy. Everyone have to come to Siwa. Now we are on Cleopatra Spring. The salt, then you will see the water.
Okay, it's burning already. Is this all part of the ruin? And I won't be sleeping in his car. Siwa is an oasis that lies between the Qattara Depression and the Great Sand Sea in the western desert of Egypt, and sits just 30 miles east of the Libyan border. The Siwa Oasis is one of Egypt's most isolated settlements, with about 33,000 inhabitants, mostly Berbers, who developed a unique and isolated desert culture and a language called Siwi, though they are also fluent in the Egyptian dialect of Arabic called Masri, meaning Egyptian. There are so many beautiful sights to see in Siwa. The Great Sand Sea is a popular place for desert safaris, where you can pay to have a professional driver race you up and down the mega dunes, which feel like small mountains. It is the third largest sand accumulation in the world, and an unbroken mass of dunes that extends for miles, smothering the barren frontiers of Libya and Egypt, and completely void of human habitation. Anyone journeying here has to be exceptionally well prepared, as there's not a single well or water source in 150,000 square miles. The crystal clear salt lakes are another popular sight to see, where you can float in their azure waters while basking in the sun. The Shali Fortress is an 800-year-old structure which lies at the heart of the Siwa Oasis, and was originally built to protect the Siwi people against potential attacks from other Bedouin tribes. The Temple of Amun, also known as the Temple of the Oracle, is an ancient ruin and another popular attraction, which gave the oasis its ancient name, Oasis of Amun-Ra. It was built in the 26th dynasty atop a mountain and flourished into the Greek and Roman times. It is believed that Alexander the Great wished to consult the Siwan oracle to seek confirmation that he was the son of Zeus when he arrived with his entourage. A manifestation of the oracle was paraded through the city accompanied by 80 priests. After his visit to the oracle, whenever his image appeared on a coin, Alexander was shown with horns of the ram, the symbol of Amun, the god of gods in Egypt. There are many other beautiful sights to see here in Siwa, from Cleopatra Springs, a natural hot spring believed to have been visited by Cleopatra herself, to Fatness Island, a small and beautiful island surrounded by a lake where you can relax and watch the sunset under swaying palm trees. Come with me as I explore this beautiful oasis deep in the desert of Egypt. Aloha! So I'm at Turkmen bus station right now, about to head to Siwa, which is a desert oasis near the Libyan border. I'm a little bit early. It's an overnight bus. I think it's about an 8 or 10 hour drive. Who knows? We'll get there when we get there. But yes, this is the Turkmen bus station. And I'm going to check out Siwa and see what there is to do there. So, see you then. Okay guys, quick story time before I get back to the video, because I don't explain very well what happened in the video. So when I arrived to Siwa, I got off the bus and found a taxi driver to take me to the hostel I booked. However, when we arrived to the location, there was nothing there, just an empty field and an abandoned building. I guess the site I used to book the hostel with didn't update their location or didn't have the correct location. I couldn't find the number to reach the hostel on the site either, so I was kind of screwed. I was at a loss for what to do, and my taxi driver had to leave because it turned out he was a tour guide. And he had to meet an Egyptian couple that had booked a tour with him. So, trying to figure out what to do. He couldn't wait with me. I didn't want to be stranded out in the middle of nowhere, and I decided to just go along on the tour with him. He offered a fairly decent price. I think it was like around 30 Egyptian pounds or 30 US dollars if I remember correctly, something like that. Anyway, so we went on this tour. We picked up the Egyptian couple first, and then we headed off to the first destination, which was the Salt Lakes of Siwa. And the Salt Lakes of Siwa are actually part of a salt mine located right outside the town. And when they finish mining the salt, these salt pools form, and you can swim in them, you can float in them. They're supposed to have all these health benefits, like it's good for the skin, it's good for the sinuses, for eye infections, things like that. It also really burns if you have cuts, but anyway, so yeah, that's just a quick explanation of what happened. Let's get back to the video. Okay, a little bit of an update since I got off the bus in Siwa. Tickets back to Cairo are only at 7:30 p.m. at night, at least for what I was seeing. Couldn't find my hostel that I booked. I still haven't found it. I did get an email finally from them asking when I would arrive, and I was like, finally, because there's no number or anything from Agoda booking, which is ridiculous. But yes, my taxi driver drove me out there, parted with him down to 50, and then it turns out he was doing tour guides and he's trying to sell me stuff, but I was just tagged along for I think a pretty good price. Hello everybody, this is Mahmoud.
Everyone have to come to Siwa, enjoy in the salt lake and nice weather. Yeah. You are welcome.
Beautiful. Yeah, so gonna go swimming in the salt lake in a moment, but yeah, I've just...
Come and show you the amazing nice view from here.
Showing me. Ooh, this one's very beautiful. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on now. Haven't dropped my stuff off. Was joking about sleeping in his car. The hostel has reached out to me. I need to call them back. But enjoying this tour. Oh, it's salt.
I will go to Cairo, one day.
Do it, man. Cairo's fun.
One day I'm going there.
I love Cairo. Oh, yeah, بحب مصر.
Just if the machine taking the salt, yeah, then you will see the water.
Okay.
That's why we didn't.
So when they're mining for salt, then it hit and came up. So discovered in 2012-13 by a satellite.
And then when you take the salt after 6 months, it's burn again, come back. You understand? Because the land it's very salty.
Yeah. Wow. Cool. Wow, look at this. Salt lake. So the dig these pits to get the sand out, or I mean the salt, and it just creates this pool of water, which looks like a lagoon. Is it cold? Let's find out. This is all, it says I'll float. It's not too bad. I kind of wanted to wade in though. Is there a way to wade in? I want to try to get in somewhere more shallow. feel like I'm gonna get in and not be able to get out. I'm gonna end up needing Muhammad to pull me out of the pool. Let's see. I wish it was more hot. Whoa. Oh. This is crazy. Have some salt. Ooh, I am floating. Ah, no. So, I have some cuts. That makes me not want to go in anymore because it's burning already. So I think, alas, this might be as deep as I go. I have some cuts on me, which is really burning in that salt water. So that'll be it for me in there. But look at this blue. Incredible. So the other people on the tour hopped out to chill out. We're going to some springs. Just me and Muhammad. So I'll see you there. Okay, we have made it to the freshwater springs. Let Mohammed will tell you.
Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you will enjoy. Everyone have to come to Siwa. Now we are in Cleopatra Spring, one of the famous places in Siwa. Anyone coming to Siwa, you have to come to visit the spring Cleopatra and one of the best cafe in Cleopatra Spring. You are welcome.
Awesome, shukran. Check this place out.
Come on. عمري وين من تشيك بعت لك رقم 6 على الواتساب كمان يعني حتى وين ترديدها
So there it is, beautiful place. I haven't actually gone in the water. Maybe I will. But I'm really just enjoying this rooftop. So see you at the next site. Okay, we have arrived to another site. I don't even know what it is. There's a sign over there. Entry is 50 Egyptian pounds. What is the name of this place?
The Oracle Temple.
Oracle Temple.
You remember the story
yes.
I said to you?
Yeah.
About this place.
Right. Oracle Temple. Yalla. What Muhammad told me, and don't quote me on this, is that, God, this better not fall off the edge, is that this temple was built and kind of people like made this guy a god, and then people from Iraq, or was it Iran, came with like 50,000 armies to conquer this place, and this magician god, a sandstorm came and like wiped the entire army out, because if they had succeeded in getting here, they would have wiped out the population here. It's a tiny little oasis in the desert near the Libyan border, and so it became really big with that. And then Alexander the Great said he wanted to be buried here. He ended up getting buried in Alexandria, and then he was there for 700 years, and then He was moved and no one knows where now, as far as I'm aware. I kind of sort of got the story. Sort of. Shwaya. Maybe I'm wrong or misunderstood something. But it's really cool to be here. And it's a little bit more of a breeze up here, so less flies, which is also nice. So let's continue exploring. But look at this view. This donkey's just running after cars. Rain. I wonder if the other people are coming up here or not. Can't see people up there yet. As long as they're not waiting on me, eh? Is this all part of the ruin? And has this been like reconstructed? I mean, there's no way this wood and rope is 2,300 years old, right? I don't know. No. I don't know. Wow. Look what I'm standing on. Looks like water used to be pouring in to this. And somewhere over here. Well maintained. Is there like newer parts and older parts?
I am the oracle.
I felt like I didn't see them. I was like, oh, maybe time to go. Sorry. Oh, here we go. The name of the island is Fatmas Island. Oh, you can see bubbles coming up and down there. Cool. Pretty deep. Yes, it is. Nice.
It's very natural water.
Yeah, I can see it coming.
The ground.
Is it hot?
It's warm.
No, it's not hot.
No, it's not hot.
Cold.
It's cold. It's cold, man.
It's warm, not cold.
It's cold. I feel it's cold.
I think he disagrees with you.
You can't touch it.
You know me and water, apparently. I haven't been getting into much of the water today, but that had to do with cuts for the salt. And there was tons of people jumping in earlier at the Cleopatra Springs, so just hung out, nice garden area. I believe that's where the sunset view is. Muhammad. Oh, there's the couple I started off the tour with. We've just been picking up more people along the way.
تروحوا الناحية الثانية ولا؟ لا براحتكم. ماشي. تمام.
It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
I can give you some. Eat this.
Oh, that's okay.
Take a gift from me.
I don't want to. You keep it. It's okay. I had one earlier today.
Okay, so like.
Oh, Mishi. Okay, here to watch. I'm here to watch the sunset on this island. And hence we'll end this day with Muhammad, him taking me back to my hostel, which we could not find, but they contacted me via email, so now I have a place to sleep, and I won't be sleeping in his car. So, yeah, it's a nice day with the salt pools or salt lake, and cold springs, Cleopatra's pool, some ruins, and now the island. Okay guys, I'm back on the bus now to Cairo. It's been a crazy few days in Siwa. I bought a big bag of food, as you might see in a different video or maybe this video, and lost my shoes, my sandals in the desert on the Sahara tour, but then found them again, so that's nice that I won't be going back to Cairo barefoot with a bag full of dates and cheese and tea. And yeah, it's just been a crazy few days. The bus back to Cairo costs $250 Egyptian pounds and takes about 10 hours. 8 to 12 hours, somewhere around there, Egyptian time. We will see if it stops a lot or not. So, but yes, Siwa is an amazing place. I would recommend you to go. And I hope the audio in this bus is okay. I don't want to be shouting, and I didn't really conclude Siwa. To be continued. I would love to be back to the Siwa Oasis near the border with Libya. So amazing food, amazing sights, crazy desert safaris. I would highly recommend going to the Great Sand Sea and having these professional guys drive you, and only they can do it because that driving is very difficult.